Psalm 136 is an interesting psalm. It's 26 verses, and every single verse says at the end of it, "For his faithfulness is everlasting." 26 times God has reminded us that he is faithful in this one psalm. It starts out and says that we should give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His faithfulness is everlasting. Give thanks to the God of gods, for his faithfulness is everlasting. Give thanks to the Lord of lords, for his faithfulness is everlasting. And then it goes on after that and starts to list different things that he did. Who alone does great wonders, for his faithfulness is everlasting. To him who spreads out the earth above the waters, for his faithfulness is everlasting. You're talking about the way he created the earth and how everything works. You know, the sun comes up every day, the moon and stuff comes out every night for light. And then later on, he talks about how he did things for the nation of Israel. You know, he struck down the Egyptians, you know, as part of trying to get Pharaoh to allow the Israelites to leave. He parted the Red Seas. He lists all these different things that he did. You know, we can look at God's track record and know that he has been faithful. You know, there's nothing in God's word, there's nothing that we can see throughout all the scriptures that indicate that God is not faithful. The nation of Israel was up and down, up and down, up and down. They'd follow him, then they'd be worshiping idols, they'd be taking wives and things from, you know, the foreign lands like they were told not to. And all this caused them problems. They got thrown out of their land. But God was faithful through all of it. He always brought them back to their land. This very day, he has already brought them back. In 1948, they were scattered everywhere. And now they are brought back to their own land. God is faithful. We have to remember that life has its ups and downs. Some things happen that are good, some things happen that are bad, but God is faithful. If we stick with God, if we always come back to him when we stray, he's there to welcome us back. He's there to take us back. He will help us to move on to the next step. God is faithful. God is faithful throughout everything. You know, the real question is not whether God is faithful, but whether we are faithful to him. Are we faithful to keep coming back when we fail? Are we faithful to give our lives to him? We can trust God. We need to be willing to confess and come back every single time.